Hey guys, so we've been talking to our kids recently a lot about the value of money, and my oldest son particularly, we decided to start pocket money from his next birthday. We haven't quite decided the specifics of it, but it'll be an amount of money that he gets each week, kind of regardless of what happens. But then he chooses how to spend that, and that'll then be in place of some of the money we currently spend on him. So he'll have more input to how it's spent. And I've had several conversations with him recently about the value of money and how the value of money is different to every person, and about how it's the return on investment you get for that money. So they like to spend an amount of their money on things in their games on the Xbox that I personally wouldn't dream of spending. Skins is a prime example, different outfits for their characters that to me feel like a massive waste of money. But then I know I spend loads of money on certain things other people might not consider a great investment. And I know plenty of my friends who spend money on things that, again, aren't my cup of tea. Value is specific to the person. But what we can do, whatever the area, whatever the thing is, look at kind of the value for money, the return on investment. So where a lot of people struggle with exercise is they feel they have to do this great big amount of it for it to be worthwhile. They have to do 5 1-hour workouts per week at high intensity. And whilst 5 1-hour workouts at high intensity will, of course, get more return than 3 10-minute workouts, it's a disproportionate return. If we spend 10 times as long exercising, we don't get 10 times the benefit. Often that first bit is the highest return on investment, both from a perspective of we probably put more in per minute than we would do. We'd probably put a bit more effort into a 10-minute workout than we would do for the first 10 minutes of an hour-long workout. But more importantly, it creates that habit. It means that it's no longer a case of stopping and restarting again at some point in the future where the time feels better, which ultimately never comes. It becomes more a conversation of what we can do today or this week under the circumstances. We're always going to exercise because we accept that any exercise is worthwhile, even a handful of minutes. We accept that that's exercise based on the dictionary definition of exercise being movement done with a view to maintain or improve some aspect of health and fitness. We know that a 5-minute stretch is exercise because the dictionary tells it is. We know that going for a walk is exercise because the dictionary tells us it is. We know that 2 or 5 minutes of bodyweight exercise, as long as it's done at a bit of an intensity, is exercise because the dictionary tells us it is. So we know that's the highest return on investment bit of exercise we can do. And we know we can always do that irrespective of circumstance because we've always got a handful of minutes out of the 1,440 in a day. We can always spare 3 lots of 5 minutes in a week of 10,080 minutes. So again, it's that return on investment. That's the key with our money. It's the key with anything. It's what we get from it. And putting in those first few minutes of exercise has that massive return on investment. It means that we change it from being a stop-start thing to a slow down and speed up as circumstance dictates things. And it has the actual benefit. I would eat my hat if someone did 3 10-minute workouts per week and all else was equal and a year later wasn't in better shape in some way than they would have been without that.